Welcome to ER Q&A, and today we have a very awesome question which I want to get straight to. But before that, I want to give a shout out to Stars Revealed because this person who asked the questions watched the live stream video we had on there. You can go watch it on my YouTube channel or Facebook feed. It's a very awesome video, 40 minutes, but it's very, very insightful. Through that video, this is where we got the question, and the question itself is from Princess, which is a pretty darn awesome name, okay? She has a pretty awesome name. So her question was basically, how do you find what you're passionate about? Because in the video that I was at Stars Revealed, I was talking about how your passions are able to empower you to do different things. That's where you're able to kind of really push forward. So her question was that she's tried different things and she's still not quite sure what she's passionate about. And that's what I'm going to be answering on this video today. So to get started, there is no exact 1 + 1 = 2 when it comes to what you're passionate about. So basically, there's no exact formula that you're gonna just plug in and then you're gonna get the results of what you're passionate about. And the reason for that is because passion is unique to each individual, okay? It's very, very unique. Now, you can be a person who likes business, but there's so many different types of businesses, right? There's sports business, there's catering, there's cooking, there's just so many types out there. You see what I mean? It's very, very vast. And there's also people who love teaching. But what do you love teaching? Is it entrepreneurship? Is it math? Is it science? So there's so many different types of combinations that are out there. So there's no exact way you can just plug in a formula to get the exact equation or answer for what you're passionate about. Now, with that being said, for me, the way I found my passion was basically experimenting, okay? Trying different things at a very rapid pace, okay? So what I mean by this is this, okay? First of all, have a general idea of what you already love doing right now. There's definitely something for the last 10 years, 18 years, 20 years, 40 years you've been on this earth, you've definitely already found something that you're really drawn to, something that you love. Now, if you love sports, you enjoy watching sports, that is a passion, okay? That's a passion basically starting to grow. Now, you might not necessarily be an athlete or something if you don't want to become an athlete, but you can still start recording videos about reviewing soccer plays or something, right? And that's a different way you can be able to channel and find your passion. So for me, it started off a little bit, for me, this is how it started off for me when I found my passion. At first, I started off with breakdancing, and that didn't really last too long, okay? I didn't really go too far in that. I found out like, well, that's not my thing. But when I was very young, I started playing video games on computers, and I got really passionate about computers. And I remember this one time when a person was in a game and they were talking about making their own game. I was like, oh, I want to try that out. So I went into gaming designing, right? I went into programming for games. And then later on, a couple years later, I was like, okay, video games was very fun. I had fun programming it, but I feel like I like building something, a business. And that's kind of where I got my passion of business and entrepreneurship. Because I feel like always this deep desire of me kind of like selling something or creating something that gives value to other people. That's kind of what I was drawn towards. I didn't know exactly what I was gonna make, but I knew there was some kind of direction, something at the end of the tunnel towards that route. So to kind of break down what just happened for me, what I kind of explained here is, I started off very general, right? I found something that I already loved and already enjoyed video games. And then from there, I went a little bit deeper. I was like, I wanna know how they make these video games. Then I went into programming. Then from programming, I was like, whoa, I can use programming to create things. Because I was already a person who was very passionate about drawing and art, and programming was a different type of art that was able to bring apps and softwares that people can use. So for you, you really want to do the same thing. You want to just kind of think in general what you love right now. What draws you towards it? Not you going towards it, but it coming to you more. And after you find that one thing, then start experimenting within that space, right? If you love cooking, then start looking into cooking, right? You're like, okay, can I make videos online about cooking? Can I start like my own YouTube channel about cooking? Then that's something you can try. And then later you're like, okay, I love this, I enjoy this, but I really love this and I want to make it more full-time. I want to be an entrepreneur in this. Then start your own, I don't know, program for cooking where you maybe start catering or something, or maybe you start selling an ebook on cooking. Like, there's so many different ways you can approach this. So since she was asking a question specifically about entrepreneurship, that's why I'm kind of bouncing around in entrepreneurship here and there. But it can be sports, it can be just cooking in general, it can be teaching, a professor. You can find your passions in different ways, and you can execute them in very, very different ways. Just make sure that when you find that thing you're very passionate about, you have to attack it with all your strength and you have to practice. It's not gonna come like, oh, after you find your passion, it's gonna be like, oh, after a week, you're just gonna be doing it every day. Chances are that's not gonna happen. It's the same thing for me. When I became passionate about business, I was doing it kind of on and off. I wasn't fully engaged, but it's the same thing as a muscle, right? You have to engage that muscle each and every day, but don't try and go full throttle into it, okay? Start slowly and pace into it, because if you go full throttle into it, you might end up pulling a muscle and you might be out of the field for a very long time, right? Same thing with working out. It's very recommended you start very slow. If you go too hard, you might not have that motivation to keep improving, and you might just exhaust the muscle even if you're passionate about it. So start gradually when you find that passion. Don't jump too much into it. Just start gradually and then get the pace, and then after that it'll become natural for you to do it each and every day, or as much as possible as you need to get to where you need to get to. Okay, so I hope I answered your question. I hope that was helpful. If you want to follow up with this, just inbox me on Facebook again and we can keep this chat going. But other than that, I really do like to thank you for this question, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who had this question in their mind and you were able to help them as well by asking that question. That's the whole point of Q&A, right? So thanks for watching this video. You can always just send another comment section and ask a question, or inbox me on Facebook, and I'll try my best to answer your question in depth. And always, if you feel like I didn't go too much in depth, feel free to message me and we can follow up in the private messages section, okay? So thanks for watching. Peace out. And before I go, please go on my YouTube channel and watch the Star Reveal. It's 40-minute rant, but it was very insightful because I talked about a lot of different topics in there. I talked about branding, marketing in Africa. We talked about passion. We talked about some books. We talked about how to, achieve your goals by doing daily goals. Basically different things that I really do right now and I believe in. So check out that video if you've not checked out yet. And also check out Stars Revealed. It's on Facebook. And maybe you can be the next entrepreneur on there. So thanks for watching. Yep, rumble at the end, but hey, that's Q&A. Content, always at the end. So make sure you watch the entire video. Thanks for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you later. Whoa!
I was not a good book.